So this is the secret of trading that no one tells you about. They try to say, here's the secret hack of proven 8-number traders, blah, 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 blah. Here's this little known thing, blah, blah, blah. And that's all to hook you in to try to sell you something, in my humble opinion. And look, if they're successful at it, more power to them. I'm happy when people, it's good for the industry, right? Pensions, endowments, foundations, they need talented people to run the money because there's millions of people who are counting on our ability to manage the risk. So get out of the retail mindset of like you're just trading your money. Think about developing a skill that you can use, trade other people's money, and further enrich everybody, including yourself. You're the asset here. If you can't control yourself, you can't control the risk, right? As I like to say, if you don't manage the risk, it manages you. You need to have a plan first. You can't shoot from the hip. If you have no experience, everything looks good because the flashing lights make you triggered and induce you to do stupid things with your money. If you use a price-based strategy, just to start, you can start to have discipline. That discipline can give you confidence. That confidence can lead to your P&L and you're making money over time. And then the behavior supports, right, the results. The results support the behavior supports the results. There are only a finite amount of tools out there or trading rules that for you to follow. The goal is to find the combination that works best for you. But at the beginning, don't worry about making a lot of money. In fact, in my experience, you don't want to make a lot of money fast because then you fall into this false sense of confidence that you actually know what you're doing, and then you start to overtrade or trade too big. I've seen it happen so many times. I know people who did buy Bitcoin at $10 and lost it all. It's the way it goes. It's the natural order of things. If you don't like the feelings around discipline, you're going to certainly start to feel feelings around regrets. And once the money's gone, you can't really get it back. It's not the same. So the secret is learn yourself. What makes you tick? Why do you do what you do? You can't sell that because no one says that, right? If I put that in a trading headline or on a blog post or what have you, no one would click it because it doesn't talk about what the opportunity is. And that's where people's intentions and energies go, is they want, show me opportunities. Why do you think they sign up for these alerts? Here's what we're buying this week. Here's Jim Cramer's action alerts, if he even still has it. I'm not making fun of Jim, but that's what people do, is because they don't want to go through the hard work that you have to do to culture the pearl, to calibrate your system with what you know how to do as a market overlay. That's the rub. There aren't hot tips. They don't exist. And even if you came across something, use or dissemination of material non-public information will get you in jail. So that's not even worth it either. So the key to doing this very, very well is to study yourself. Once you know who you are, what feelings you want to feel, what feelings you don't want to feel, coming up with the trading strategy is easy. So many of you start wrongly, and I'm sorry about that because I know how you're marketed to. What else are you supposed to think? That you need to go out and study all these strategies. I've said it before on the show. If you're new to the show, thanks for being here. If you don't know who you are, it doesn't really matter what you know because that's going to affect you in your relationships. It's going to affect you in your 9 to 5 or whatever, if you're a professional. Those emotional models show up everywhere. I was willing to take chances because I feel the fear. I don't let it get in the way of my decision making though. How do I do that? Well, I have to temper the amount of risk that I take. So in that case, being impulsive actually helps me to the extent that I can keep my position sizes small when I was starting. I'm not impulsive now, but I was willing to try everything. Baskin-Robbins has 31 flavors. I'm going to try every one to figure out. I know I like chocolate, so that's easy. I could always come back to that. Right? I remember when Pralines and Cream, one of their flavors, had come out. It's probably early to mid 80s. And I was like, well, I know I'm going to go have chocolate, but let me try something new. Turns out I liked it. Right? You got to try new things. Learn about yourself. It's the quickest way to get to success. Trader mindset, which includes psychology, situational intelligence, right? Emotional intelligence, knowing when to sit on your hands, knowing when to avoid being in the market because it doesn't require you to be in the market every day. Even if you're a scalper, even if you're a day trader, right? You'll learn these things the hard way. The secret is you need to be a master at knowing yourself. The trading stuff is absolutely easy. With that, I wish you a good weekend. Watch some of these videos here Saturday, Sunday.